Hello, everyone. Um, Today we were gonna do something, but I'm gonna actually have to switch it up because I'm kind of in the mood to do some live markups. Well, let me think. Sorry, let me take you with me. All right, we're looking at EURUSD right now. I'm trying to figure out because this was so impromptu. We'll go ahead and do the strategy that I usually use, not the strategy that I use for Bitcoin. I tackle Bitcoin a bit differently. My methods are a bit different. Um, in short, basically, the strategy is to mark your daily levels, which I do. Then identify a pullback level, which I do. But the pullback level has to be broken. And then you would test, then you would use the entry that's below the broken structure level. Me personally, I kind of, I realized that with Bitcoin, I was better at catching the level before the broken level. And so that's kind of basically what happened. I never realized that's what it was. But when I would backtest Bitcoin and I would do it that way, it just didn't work out for me. So I kind of skipped a step. But um, we are going to backtest Euro USD using this strategy. And then I have to really get to work for real because I really was not planning on doing this. Now, with currencies, with currencies, sorry y'all, this is interesting. I've never seen it look so perfect before. Yeah. But anyways, what I was saying was, oh God, did I forget what I was saying? I'm just so intrigued by this. I'm so used to seeing Bitcoin that this just looks very interesting. So, okay, so we identify first what market is doing. Market, truth be told, is in a general uptrend, but it broke the trend and it became unsteady and looked like it's trying to well, actually market looks like it's reversing, to be honest with you, but it's making lower highs, lower lows, lower low, lower high. Excuse me, let me show you guys. So it's making lower highs and we're beginning a downtrend. But see how it's kind of how it broke the downtrend from the previous high. So what that tells me, which is why it's crossing over here with, and see how it's reacting to as well. So this area, because this is the area of a strong structure level that has been created. That's why structure is important. But excuse me, see, because it broke here and it tried to come back up, it broke this trend line, started consolidating, still reacted in this area, broke the level and stayed underneath. So what that tells me is if we change the swing high, it should react right about where it is reacting here. And we'll know for sure if it's a good opportunity if we continue to sell. I personally, I do this. Now I see why this works, because currencies move weird. Like this is weird looking to me. And that's probably why I don't back to the other stuff, because it's just a lot. But this is why trend is important. Trend lines are important, and that aspect of trading, which is why any strategy will benefit you depending on what you add to it. That's why any form of trading will work. It's just about consistency with that level of trading. Do you understand? It's about consistency of whatever you're adding or whatever confirmation you're adding so that you can continue to build on that confidence, because no one can tell me I'm not going to sign Bitcoin. It's just not going to happen. You know, I may be Bitcoin. But anyways, sorry, enough monologuing. Let us get to the good stuff. Don't know what I want to hear talking over you. But so moral of the story though is that if I was to trap price right here, let me show you. And let me make this thicker. So you see how price is ping-ponging back and forth in there? So I personally like to trade market phase. If I'm going based off of this trend, it is uptrending, but the market phase, if we go by this trend, is still a downtrend. Why? Because it's making lower highs. So the market structure is a downtrend. Where's my, I hate when, okay, there we go. Market structure, downtrend, phase, pullback. So my bias is going to be a buy, because I don't know how high up it's going to go. That's how I trade. So we're going to see if it works. I'm very curious. So okay. Let's drop down to the 4-hour to see each candle in a 4-hour time frame rather than a day time frame. Excuse me. This is super tight, and this is like not a lot of information for me. So what I'm actually gonna do is go back to the daily and make it higher. Rather than making it so tight. Pause. Anyways, this is a bit better. So remember, like I said, my bias, I didn't even write down what my bias was. My bias is bias. And I wouldn't go for such a high TP, so we have to also change that too, because I'm used to setting analysis for Bitcoin. Bias would be buy. So we're gonna look for the area where I would buy at. This isn't terrible. I think I'm only gonna go for like 50 pips. What is this, EU? We'll see, because EU is supposed to be pretty I don't think it's super volatile, but it should be pretty up there. It's not like a UJ, I don't think. And usually, I'm sorry, not UJ, GU. So it actually probably is. GU is a more volatile currency pair because the two currency pairs, the time zones in which the currency pairs begin, they overlap. The New York session and the London session. London. I have a friend in London. Okay. So I just like to make it green so that you know where we're buying at, so you get a gist. And I'm going to tighten up the level. Yeah, this is calm. I like here. I might have to do her method because I don't know if that's gonna work for me. What do I want? I want this one. And then usually what I would do is I would mark my low as well when I would trade Bitcoin. So we'll just do that too, and this would be the high. And since it's so high, it would slow down. But we'll see. I'm actually very intrigued. I'm quite intrigued. So, as you can see, this would be the idea. This is really nice, actually. Quite pretty. I just see that myself. All right. Let's see what it does. Whew, that took forever. Well, I'll tell you what, I could have definitely sold to here. I guess what, excuse me, well, it was a downtrend, but I understand. And that would have took forever. From when I analyzed it to when it actually hit was almost a week. So that doesn't work for this, the pawn chain that I do. It doesn't work for this. But dang, I feel kind of special. Like the pawn chain only works for Bitcoin. Sorry. Oh my gosh. I'm weak. But no, but I mean, price did come down here. So, if you thought it was making lower highs, you could have sold to here. You would have got a solid 81 pips. Okay. So it went in the direction of where I would have bought to. So in hindsight, if you're saying to yourself, okay, I see price planning to go here. That's what hedging is. Hedging would be like me analyzing, doing all this stuff that we just did, right? And me saying to myself, well, if I plan on waiting for price to get here, I'm just going to sell here and buy here. So you would have made after it sold here, right? And see how it wicked at this area, which that's a nice snipe if I do say so myself. I know it could pull back some when I see one. You would have gone a 25 to 30 pip increase before it would have stopped you out. So and then it came back up. I don't think it's gonna come back up all the way, I don't think. Wow, do you see that? They don't call me baby snipe for nothing. They don't call me baby snipe for nothing. Look at how it's playing on that area. It's like a heartbeat. They do not call me baby snipe for nothing. Okay? This is money. This is money. This is why having a stable foundation on market structure will never steer you wrong. I know a pullback zone when I see one. But yeah, the overall trend is a downtrend. You know what I mean? So that's kind of why I needed more information. I had to kind of speed it up. I don't have the eyes like a scalper would in that regard. So, anyways, that was fun. So, the rules are the rules. Okay. I don't make the rules. I just follow them. The rules are the rules. You see what is possible. It's just about, if I traded EU, I would know these things. So I'm saying, but I put all my time into Bitcoin. So I go crazy on Bitcoin. I make my stuff on Bitcoin. Okay. So that is all for today's video. Thank you so much for your time. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.